Hey gang, Jim Spellos here, and Happy New Year. And wait, you may be watching this in July. You never know. It's January now, January 23. Hope you had a great end of the year, a fantastic 23 coming up. And I want to talk to you about some new information. Actually, a continuation of what I was doing last month with the Google tips is we're going to be posting every day on the different social channels. That includes Facebook and Twitter and LinkedIn, as well as my Patreon page, which we'll talk about for a second. More tech tools. Actually, not just technology, but I've done a quick rebrand, and now my newsletter is called Bytes with a Y and Bytes with an I, Bytes and Bytes, which will be tools for productivity and health. And that's what we're going to give every day of the week. So what is that week really going to look like? Well, on Mondays, it's going to be a Microsoft tip. Might be Excel, could be PowerPoint, perhaps Windows. All cool, all goes on Microsoft Monday. Tuesdays to your health. It will be some resource or a video or something for you to really get a hold of your health. As you know, I follow a whole food plant-based approach. It saved my life, and I want to be able to share that information with you. Wednesday, we'll call it Seniors Day, as it is in most grocery stores, right? But it's not just for seniors. However, it is for the basics, the fundamentals. We're going to talk about stuff that just might need an explanation that nobody's ever been able to give to you, so hopefully we'll be able to provide that at least once a week. Thursday will be tips for the Patreons only, and I do have a Patreon channel. It's going to be, I think I have it listed, maybe, no, it's probably down here, patreon.com/jspellos, where at an incredibly inexpensive rate, $5 a month, you'll get all these tips and so much more. There's already about 300 pieces of content on there, so come join me there. The people who are signed up for Patreon also will be able to suggest ideas and information they want me to post on, so really cool opportunity. Friday, Future Tech. That's where we'll delve into a little bit of AI, AR, VR, that whole alphabet stew that's out there of new technologies, and get you more comfortable and aware of what you need to be familiar with. Like we did with Google, there are sponsorship opportunities, and well, I don't need to talk much about other than going to reach out to over 12,000 people. So you may want to check down here for my email address and give me a quick shout out, and I'd love to have your organization be one of the sponsors of this. And finally, because you spent through a couple of minutes of me yammering, I got a tip for you. It's going to be Excel. What a surprise. So let me move into Excel right now, and we're going to talk about something that's been around for a long time but really has great value, and it's called concatenation. And it's one of these, it shouldn't work, but it does. The process is simple. I have a name, first name in an A column and last name in the B column, and I want to combine them in the C column. And without building a real extensive formula, I can use what is known as concatenation, which is Latin for join. Didn't know that, I bet you. And this is how it's going to look. Really straightforward. In cell C2, we'll start with the equal sign. Not the plus sign as I just typed in there, but the equal sign. And we're going to put A2, the first cell that we want to pull in. And then instead of a plus or a comma, we're going to use the ampersand sign to tell it we want to join that with something else. The something else is going to be the last name, reflected in B2. Now, this is not correct yet, and you'll see why when I hit enter right now, because it's going to say James Spellos, and it's not going to give the space that we want. So we need to make one other simple fix in there. We'll bring that formula back up to the screen, get rid of B2 for now, and anything that we want to put in there as a literal string, all we need to do is wrap it in quotation marks. So a quote, a space, and a quote, another ampersand, and then B2. And by the way, the A's and B's in the names, not case sensitive, you can go either way you want. But again, it looks weird, right? There's no plus sign, there's no equal sum, there's no parentheses. But when you hit enter, what there is actually everything you want. And then I can just go to this little autofill handle here. I can drag it down, or I can just double click on it, and it will fill everything down there. That's concatenate. Kind of like the tips that we're going to start seeing starting next week. So join me across any of the platforms. Love to be able to share as much cool, both technology and health, for your productivity and for your long life and enjoyment. So be well. Happy New Year, even if it is July, and I'll see you real soon.